this like so. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday Morning Live, Season 8, Episode 30, and the official start of Jason Reed's Season 8. Because it's Season 8, and it's on halfway through the year, which I wasn't really planning on it to be a whole year, but we're going to bring back Jason Reed's officially here towards the latter part of the stream. Go ahead and get assembled. Hope everybody's doing well today. It is a balmy 8,000 degrees outside, so got the, well, that was a U-turn. That was a choice. Yes, it was. All righty. Lock force, assemble! Doing good. We got J-Bot up. We got that up. We got that up even. I mean, and hell, I can even bring this guy over here. Bad for you. Oh, yeah, you're not up. I think now everything should be active like it's supposed to be.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, now I think we are. Oh, what? One more. Okay, there we go. All right. Hey, everyone. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hectic week. I don't know, it's just... It was kind of slow midweek. I don't know. Like, stuff, it was supposed to be slow, which knock on wood, but it was like, it ended up being kind of relatively busy all week. Like, not busy, but like, yeah. It was just so hot. Nobody wants to do anything in the South in this heat. Yeller. I have not had time to do anything regarding the JBot quote system, which we talked about towards the latter part of the stream last week, is all foobarred, and it's still set to pop up some random quotes here and there. But James Randolph sent me his list, and it's hilarious, actually, so I've got to get those formatted properly for JBot to understand it, and I still got to get Wes's versions too. So maybe next week the JBot quotes will actually be pulling Jason quotes instead of quotes out of JBot's ass. I don't know if he saw them or not or read them, but yeah, I put them on the mod Discord. So, yes, hilarious. The last one, something about Kim being alive. Some of those are pretty funny. So, yeah, once we combine those, I can do my magic, whatever magic I'm able to with JBot, and so you got two still? You weren't supposed to. I saw somebody had two, and I was pretty sure it was you. But email the Lock Force Assemble Gmail thing with the details, which is what I use now, Lock Force Assemble at Gmail. That's the Lock Force communication for things like that. I had to sort it out of our 8,000 emails a day. And keep it separate. I know, yeah, I saw some of the dates, and I was like, you went back a minute. That's funny. So, yeah, it'll be even funnier once we can get them up, and JBot can actually reference the correct quotes. Yeah, that was the ones, but I thought I nixed your, where's a notepad that I can use? I thought I nixed the one and made sure it didn't. Maybe I screwed up. I don't know. There's a lot of people, so maybe I guess I did. You're telling me I did, so I'm assuming I did. The problem is because I combined lists this year. And then things like that happen when you combine lists. So I'll make a notation to myself to try to correct that, but I'll probably forget. So you got double stickers. Dad's power bill was $467. Yeah, I had to turn that sucker on. Normally I do like an energy saver. But as of last week, I was like, I came in and I was like, no, we gotta leave this on cool permanently. And I leave it on 76 at night and then crank it down. In fact, let me go ahead and crank it down a notch or two. What does that say? What does that say? 75. 74. Yes. 73. I was knocking down. Alrighty. In the meantime, I was kind of casually glancing over my desk here. I'm going to go back over the comments and say hey to everybody too. A few things that I've had on my desk that I've been meaning to get out of here back in the truck was my best housings. I had to do a best swap out the other day, and a pain in the ass swap out on a, may have talked about this. What was the name of that damn thing? Sherlock McGill. I think I'm a professional, but after 3 different types of hardware, this one being the most complicated fucker I've ever seen. And yeah, I think I'm a professional at that. I showed you all the pictures of that. So after that, I had to walk a distance. So I was like, oh fuck. So I had to go all the way back to the truck because they were supposed to have the core key and they didn't have the core key. So I would have brought it a little bit more information. You said he had a core key, so I didn't bring a housing, and I had to go back to the truck to get a housing. And during construction of places like that, you got to park a ways away, especially in a shopping center. So I grabbed several out of where they are in the truck, and then I also recovered that core out of that cylinder, which is just a best A, and have another one with one that I've already got keyed up ready to go, which I can't recall whether was a normally I carry in the truck, I'll have like 2 or 4, well, I guess I got a 2, 3, and a 4, because I've got a 3 and a 4 already in bags up there ready to go with X amount of core keys and X amount of change keys ready to deploy at a moment's notice, both in 6-pin and 7-pin. This one popped up out of nowhere, which I have the little bidding for right here, and it came out of this bag. So I'm assuming this was part of a job that had 2, because I did use one, again, for an emergency swap out. That's probably permanent now. I don't know if they actually followed up with that. Probably will go back in 5 years and it'll still be that same key, which I don't care about, whatever they paid for it, so they can have it. With the intent of them swapping it out to their keyway. And that never happens. I don't know if that one was that, or I do have another random set of keys sitting here. That could have been that one. No big deal to me because they have their own housings. And, you know, sometimes you're like, am I going to get called on next year for this? Do I really need to worry about this, or can I just go ahead and repin it? On this one, I'm just going to change one cut, get a little bit deeper, make it different, which you may end up regretting. You know, they were instructed to keep it in their safe. Who knows if they did? You never know. Sometimes things like that, long story short, can come back and bite you on your ass. In this situation, I'm not going to worry about it because I didn't put the FU screw in. Nobody, just don't put the FU screw in for the best housing. And if you know, you know. So I can always just swap the core in the housing out. I don't really need the core key. And the other one was using their own core key. So anyway, long story short is I got to get 2 cylinders keyed up. And that one, wait, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, I got it now. Yeah, 7-pin. One of them being that I picked it to the core key. I tried coming up with the numbers for the core key, and then by reading it with the best decoder. Didn't work. I don't know. It's pretty tight. Yeah, it's pretty tough reading the key. I read it 3 different biddings. Maybe something's wrong with the tip of mine, but it wasn't reading for me. I hadn't tried cutting it 1 cut deeper all the way across the board. Anyway, these two get totally rekeyed. And this one that was for that, maybe for that other job, hell, I don't know. Maybe for something I just totally forgot that I took it out of. Probably just change one of these deeper or shallower cuts and just cut it down. And just change the 1 pin in that. So we can do that and a little bit of actual locksmith work. Or we could not. Or we could, I had 2 more sitting here too. Oh, 2 uncoated ones. So the uncoated ones might or might not just be thrown back in stock. So yeah, I'm just trying to get my core shit straight for the next, oh crap, I gotta have a emergency core for something, and just to make it quicker. Plus, my cutter stays here, so, you know, kind of screwed on that. Unless I know ahead of time when I can take it. Long story short, that's stuff. If you wanna. That would help a little bit on the counter cleaning, but it's actually in pretty good shape. I did get one back. I'm going to go ahead and announce here that... Wait, I don't know if that... clerical duties is what we're doing right now. Hold on. Yes, no reply. Okay, so yeah, I know some of y'all sign up with this no reply type stuff, or like these fake emails, so you never actually see me. See the emails that I sent you. I've sent out several emails to some of these email addresses that people signed up on our sticker list, and I've not heard from anybody well, there were about 5, and I've only gotten 2 responses back. So 60% have not even replied to their email. So Justin G. There's a red X. I think that's Justin G. Got yours back. So you didn't get stickers because it came back. You'll go to somebody else. I did have a few people that didn't get stickers because they never interact with the channel anymore via live, and you know, life changes. I get it. I don't care. That's fine. I just would like to know. And then who else was it? LPPs came back, and I know he's all distributor rep whatever now. So I don't think he does YouTube anymore. So his came back. So if either one of y'all hear this message, then go fill out the sticker list again. The one that says don't fill out unless Jason's telling you to fill it out. Yeah, that. Right there. Is that it? Anyway, that's 2 come back. That's cost me $2 so far. For no reason! For no reason at all! It always happens, no big deal. We factor that in. You're welcome, George Blair. And those of you who yeah, might as well. So, yeah, I mean, most of y'all have gotten stickers. Like almost everybody. I don't know. I think he was with oh, he's on Twitter. I know that because he just liked one of my posts yesterday. X. There's a sticker sign-up sheet. Uh, wait a minute. I'm not going to get involved with that. That's between Dang It Wes and y'all. Just threw my train of thought off. Oh, Wild Bill, you got mine on sticker wall. Sweet. Coming up with a new design now. It's being made. It's being made. Fred, you got yours. Cool, cool, cool. So most of y'all have, but if any of you are new and have never signed up on the sticker or lock force link, it would actually say, I don't know. I'm not getting involved between you and Daniel West, but there's a link that you can go to if you're interested in being on the sticker club. If you're here for the long haul, if you've decided that this dumbass is worth watching, and you would like to get stickers, and you've never gotten stickers from us before, I guess that would be the best way to say it. If you've never gotten stickers from us before, and if you've never signed up on the sticker list, and there's so many ands and buts involved with this. Yeah, go sign up. Where? Oh shit. I was about to ask y'all to throw some bidding out there, and I would cut this for that, but I also forgot that there's already one cylinder keyed up, and I don't want to rekey a whole lock if I can help it. So let me get another scrap of paper. Here, I'll do that. Hold on. I'm not going to make my mods take responsibility for that. There we go. So that's the list link if you've never gotten stickers from us before. Which the thumbnail is one of those stickers, which is Jason Reed's. We're ready to do it. 19. Wait. Yeah, we're starting mid 1980. We're starting in August of 1980, which is exactly almost because it's like literally July 25th. So we're almost into August for all practical purposes. August of 1980, which is, it's not hard to add, is it 24? Damn. I was going to say 20. 46 years ago. That's some shit. 1980, August, was 46 years ago. There were no computers, typewriters. I don't know, there may have been like word processors or something. No, I don't even think so back in 1980. Maybe there were. 46 years. Damn. You posted it above. Okay. Well, hey, I'm like I said, I'm not getting involved with whatever links you post. I'll go ahead and take responsibility to that way when like a whole bunch of people sign up and my sticker volume increases even more. I can't be like, dang it, Wes calls this because it falls squarely on my own head when I post the link myself. So, but whatever the case is, you can post links to you post whatever links you're posting. We know we understand iOS. Most of us do. So where was LPP working now? Was it through what was that place? He's not IDN. He was one of them other places. I can't remember that other place that he's with. Yeah, the rivet everything. Rivet everything. I'm personally going to increase sales of rivets. I guess I could just tweet back at him and be like, where you? Where the F are you? Charlie hooked up to, well, okay, let me rephrase that. How many of these locksmiths had computers? Very none. Or computer type objects, like things like that. Maybe what, 5 to 10% of them? Maybe a little bit higher, just because locksmiths would be kind of into, some of them would be into that. All right, so we're gonna pop out the bidding here. Which one do we want to change? We're gonna say, and it doesn't really matter because I don't even know where this cylinder is gonna go. There's a 1 we could change for sure. So we're gonna go 6, 2, 5, 3. I wonder if I want to go ahead and throw this into a little bitty mini mod. Do I want to do just KA? I mean, any type of master key. So I do have one set like ready to go where I have one cylinder that's AA, A1, and then A2 and A3. But that's pretty rare. Almost always it's going to be, oh, we need you to stick this in there, and sometimes two cylinders. So thank you for taking their parking once again. Appreciate that. Here, let's bounce over and check on our camera status while I'm doing this. Where are we? Split. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Everything appears to be working. I have my emotional support flipper here, just in case. Charging it up. I was actually looking for something in my bag today, and I was like, ooh, I need to charge that little dolphin thing. All right, where was I? 625.3. So we're changing the 4th cut. And then I got 353. So that would have ended up being 53353. I don't like that very much. And the core is 6. So let's do this. Where's my my back? My back. Where is my doodads? Yeah, I don't have to think about much doodads. The thing's totally worth it, y'all, just so you don't have to like add. I don't like add. Or if we change this, and plus you can do things like this. You can go like 3. If we change that 3, wait, what's the core? Core was 6. That is 3 right now. Plus you can just like look down the list without having to think at all. So if we change that from a 3 to a 5, or we could go 7. Yeah, let's just do 7. Let's go 7 and then 5, 3. So we're going to change that chamber and that chamber, just a couple of them, and we can 3, 7, 2. Yeah, we could really leave the core the same, honestly, right? Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Their core key is safely stuck in there. If I were to use it in this situation, it would be extremely rare happenstance for somebody to take your core key and but I don't like keeping keys the same regardless. I don't know. What do you think about that? Like where I went, just used if this was even it. I think it was actually the other key. Like I've got another set of A keys here, so it could be those too. Just keep the core the same. What do you think? What would you do? Or change it just because? I always feel like I gotta change it just because. Yeah. Sunrise. Oh, so I don't know if this is public knowledge or not, y'all, but Sunrise that is a Sunrise truck. It looks like uh, rider truck being used as a Sunrise. But there was there's I don't know if I can say it. Like if Sunrise and somebody else are that's a cute. Oh, you take this, okay, and I sign this and say here you go, woo, that type of thing. Okay, so if we changed, I changed that, which was 5. Okay, 5. Let's flip this over. Go 5, and it used to be. Nope, flip it over that way. Used to be 1. Put that on 5. Yep, that's right. It was that. And we changed it to that. Okay, let's go ahead and write that down. And 8. Okay. That would be the 4th and 5th. Well, let's leave that. I'm going to just leave that one as is. Yeah, we can leave that one. We can just change it from 6 to something else. Yep. So now we have a used to be 6 and used to be 3, which was yep, but we just changed it to 7, so we're going to flip it over here and then put that onto the 6. And to make a 6 change, we're going to go to 7. How about that? So stupid. Yep, 7. Or we could go 8. There's a 9 next to that. We'll just go to we'll just change it by 1. Which is again just stupid, but technically it wouldn't work, would it? No, because that's the front shoulder of the key. What am I thinking? I'd have to change one of these other ones. Let's leave those the same. Shit. Just changing the 1. How about that? Yeah. That'll make them. Let's leave this the same. So that'll be 6, 2, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3. It's still not that bad of a bidding. And then 3, 7. We're going to change the 2 and make that going back to this one, which was 1. My brain was not in IC mode this morning. 1, 5. I tried to get it done yesterday, but people kept tugging me in different directions. All right, so if we're going to use a 3 there instead, we move this over here and then move that to there. Let's go 3 and 7. So 6, 2, 3, 5, 2, 7. Yep. And then we can leave the rest of it alone. 6, 9, 3. Just change the 4th chamber. Makes it way easier. Right? 3 deep. Yep, deep. That's good. Let's go ahead and take this out because this is not going to be good anymore. Right, I had that, oh my god, piece of paper that I stick in there. OMG! Alright, so that would be a M. It's going to end up being 6, 2, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3. Kind of a lame bidding. Most of the time, these are used as just temporary cores anyway, unless it becomes a temperament core. Was 3, 7, 2, 7, 6, 9, 3. Okay. Gotta key up the rest of those cores to that. Radio. And our core being 3, and our master being 6, is gonna be wow, I wrote. Why did I write that? Who knows? All right, core is 7, master is 2. 2, 15, 6. And we have the 5 and 2. That's 5, 7, 11. And then our changed one was 3, 7. Rewrite that down somewhere, I think. Interesting. Okay. And V6. Yep. No, 3 and 6 in reverse. It's actually been a minute since I've used one of these because normally I do write these out and I keep forgetting which side to flip this onto. All right, so that's 3 and 6. So yep. And then 3, 14, 7. Used this for such a long time, and then I ended up starting just writing them out. And then I think I started because I couldn't find them one day. Where were we? 5 and 9. And that is 5, 14, 4. Okay, 3 and 3. That's it. 3, 3, 3 all the way down the board. 3, 10, 10. All right. Got that. Link out our kit. Oh man, is it on bottom? You son of a bitch, is all the way on bottom. It's all right though. You know, I've never messed with my own TV with the flipper, even though you can like literally use it as a remote. Whoa. What's going on back there? Yep, that is okay. Slam. Oh, that's our guy that likes just hanging around. Hey, good. Uh, overheads from it?
Yeah.
Here,
Okay, thanks. Oh, it's taking a, yeah, makes sense.
I wish they would put that sort in it at all. Did you need a rubber head for the two?
Yeah, you can put on 3.
Yeah. Grab the same colors or
Different colors. Let's do this.
match them?
Oh no, these different.
Well, I can do green or green.
Okay. Time we close on Saturdays.
So they're gonna leave early, but it's normally 4 o'clock.
Okay. What are they building behind you?
250 unit apartment complex.
Okay. They need that parking garage, and here next, or here's what, mixed use retail.
Over here, yes, retail with the office above it.
Okay.
One office building that the architect itself is gonna occupy. And where was I? So we had to change this one. Why did that split that out? That doesn't make sense. What was it? Let me double check that. Ain't nothing I hate. Ain't nothing I hate more. And when that happens, what did I do? Yeah, that's super weird, huh? That's why that's weird. I caught it. Yeah, that's 3. That's 3. It's supposed to be 3, 14, 6. When you go by this, it's like literally kind of in reverse of everything else the other way. But when you use it a lot, it does help. Nah, that builder's an out-of-state place. Well, take that back. The GC has come by here a few times for like padlocks and keys for the padlocks around the property. They've got cameras up too on every corner with solar panels. They got eyes all over their property. I just didn't want to rekey any bit. How about we just change that one chamber? Yeah, let's do that. Where is it? Come here. Now, which one are we doing? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a hammer. I'm not prepared to. That worked. Yeah, I still got to get all this. Ow! Ow! I hit my leg. I really need to build a shelf for this area. Shit. All right, you can go back on the bottom. It makes it really hard to get to keep ISA kit, which I don't really use here. It just lives here. And American and Master and all that. I don't have a camera set up ready to go. Hold on. Hey, you got yours. Yeah, overseas are starting to get theirs. Them Canadians, I think one of them there Canadians got one. It's close enough to a hammer. It has a metal surface, man. Close enough. There. Is it gonna go? Okay. So we're gonna put a 3/14. Let me go recut these keys real quick. Probably we'll just no, hold on, don't I have a yeah, I have that. Be right back. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. We can actually add in a, yeah, that's good. And then we can toss in, actually, too, we can bring in a, what am I doing here? A bit, nope, yes, here, nope, cancel that. Go ahead and add in a camera over here, using this guy, shrink it down a little bit, I already have that one up here, don't I? That's okay. Well, I already had this set. Hold on. I've done this before. Okay. I can actually bring this microphone over so we don't have to do any microphone switcheroos. Got a pretty long cord for it. Excuse me, Mr. Coffee Cup. Okay, we're good? We're good, good? I guess I need to move comment section, so we'll put it on here. And then we'll bring it all back to do Jason Leeds. I personally like pouches. Are we still Freedom Pack? I personally like. We are still Freedom Pack. I'll get J Bot under control. I guess I'll be the cylinder, huh? Dramatic reconstruction of rekeying one chamber in a cylinder. Does the key still work? It does. We're changing 314 and 6 into that hole right there. 3. No, kind of hard to do on a camera. 6. This is my favorite kit ever. I've used this thing so much. Just the way it's small and laid out. Must be how I have that crop every program there. Normally when I'm doing a full cylinder, I will gently tap each one down. just to hold them, and then I'll come back and do all of them. Oh, and while I have that out, it actually helps it. It's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. It actually helps it doing that. Even though I have to take it on and off, it still makes it easier. It makes it like seat better. Which is why I have that hammer there. Yeah, I read the numbers right. Or change. Go ahead and pin up another one. Doesn't matter which one. One of them's one of them's the other. Neither one of them, just to double check. Hit this key. No, one of them doesn't, because it's a Sherlock McGill cylinder. Usually I wear gloves for this part if I have to do a bunch of these. Might as well be cool with both of them. Why did you do it individually? I don't like those things. They're stupid. They're stupid. They actually don't work well, honestly. TBH, they don't work well at all. So we whack the hell out of them. Because instead of pushing one out individually, you're trying to overcome the force of all of them at once. And aside from having it like in a vise, carefully like prepared, and then beating the hell out of it, it's kind of a waste of money, honestly. Still not in view. Here, let me fix this up. If I move this, let me move it in the program. Okay. The volume's still okay? Do I need to talk up a little bit? Do I need to yell a little bit more, or are we good? Alright. Oh, 6, 7, 10. Where'd my other poker go? Alright, 250. Do 15.6. Do 15.6. End up with a bunch of tall pins when you're not after them. Past 11. I normally, when I'm doing a bunch of them at once, I'll do them all. Sitting here talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Well, that's fine. 7 and 11 is all do chambers all together. So like I'll do all the tips and all the next cuts and all the next ones. Do like 4 or 5 at a time. We got little holders for each one. All right, there's our 3-14-6. Okay, 3-13-7. Uh, 14-4. And 3-10-10. 3-10-10. No. All right, now you hope those are all right. Man, I haven't gotten another round. I never understood what it was, but like, check these out. Like, did y'all get that batch that looked like this that time? You know that one time in the past, I think these were about, it was about 2 or 3 years ago. Like, I ordered a bunch of springs, and you're like, what's the big deal? Like, same kind of springs, always came this way, right? And then all of a sudden, they came multicolored. Like, that was how they looked in the box. There were no brass springs. There was, like, phosphor bronze and deco antique yellow, Yale ugly yellow, and then we had like satin nickels in here. We had the brass ones, but we also had different shades of brass. What was up with that? Was that a heat treating thing or something? I always wondered if it was because I had never seen them in the past, and then I got a huge order in of springs. I ordered a bunch of springs, and the next thing you know, they were not shiny brass like springs usually are. They were like phosphor bronze. All right. Did y'all get any of those at that given time? It was like 2 or 3 years ago. One of these tips is getting funny. So I ordered another one. I think this is the newest one. Oh. Yeah, tappy. Otherwise, they all jump out of the hole. Tappy, 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 tappy. little deep, but they are all equal, right? Oh my God, shit worked. Okay. So Jason, go ahead. What time is it? I mean, I've got this other one, and if I go ahead and just put this to rest now, hopefully I won't have to do this again. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Yeah, you're gonna knock it out with me, whether you like it or not. 6, 7. Shit, I've been meaning to do all week, and I've been sitting here be like, Jason, do me. And I'm like, ain't got time for your nonsense, bro. And he's like, oh, do me, Jason. I got to get off this counter and into your truck because you're gonna be really pissed with. You're gonna be really pissed with yourself. If you need me and I'm not there, right? Right? Am I right? They are. There's still metric screws sitting up front that have not made it into my vehicle, and I know I'm gonna be pissed at myself pretty damn bad when I do need those effing metric screws. I actually should have probably more than likely thrown them into my truck before I dispatched myself to that Sherlock McGill call. That was in fact a really stupid thing to do that I didn't even realize until just now. Knowing and sure enough, knowing that I was going to a Sherlock McGill call, which is why you ask questions, people. By the way, if y'all would have just taken that call like face value, and the dude was not willing to give me the information until I started pressing him on it, like, why are you calling me? What exactly is it that's too difficult for you to do? That should clue you in that you're not dealing with an ordinary swap. All right, what was that? Cost on 314.6. So just be aware, that's one of those interrogate the customer. People get irritated when you start, quote, interrogating them, but it's like, hey, I'm not going to waste my time. If I didn't feel comfortable doing a Sherlock McGill, I wouldn't have done it. You shouldn't either. Just FYI. Unless you're that good. No, unless you really know how to take shit apart and put it back together. It's like advanced level shit. And the guy that put it together twice, 3 times, he said, it was like very concerned. And then after he watched me for a minute, he was like, okay. I get it. These people are from out of state, and they're coming in, these corporate folks, and they're like, oh shit, boy. Thank you so much for answering the phone. We didn't know. What was that? What did I just put in there? 5. Like, you don't know what you're going to get locksmith-wise, right? Where are you going? What did I just put in there? 14? Alright, I think I just dropped a 14 in there. I'm just going to double check. Here's where you go get screwed up. Never stop yourself mid-time. 14 and 4. And 3/10. Nope. Going in the wrong hole, bro. And so yeah, I've saved those springs. And I have repinned, I used a bunch of them, so I don't know whether it was like a weirdo in the finishing of them or actual heat problem. Either they're still functioning fine, the ones that I've keyed up to those springs, or I just never heard they weren't. A little tippy tappy, tappy, tippy, tippy tappy, tappy, chippy, tappy, tippy, tippy, tippy. What's going on with you? Are the holes not lining up down here, or what? What's wrong? It's kind of the biggest problem you see with aftermarket cylinders is not jiving just right. But I see it with S too, so flashing on that one. I didn't do nearly as well. And I used the same one. But these two were two different cylinders now, because I don't know what brand this was. So this may have been that, fine. This may have been that, guess we get to repin that one, huh? That one that I took off of that job. That's not looking very good either. I'm going to redo that one real quick, which was what, 5711. Retap down that one as well. So 3 and I'm going to use the old one this time. Number 3 will tap there too. Let's see if it jumps out again. Oh, no, it didn't.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Unboxing. Unboxing. That's not all that we ordered. Did we get? This is definitely that cheap ass cylinder from wherever that place was, because it is not nearly as smooth as this one is. And these are still pretty cheap. This is like a GMS or something. Much better. This one's like super rough. Oh, hey. Working. But yeah, we're supposed to have a much bigger box, and now I'm sitting here wondering, Jason, did our shit get stolen this morning? Gotta look that up. I think Kim forgot too. We were supposed to have coffee. We were supposed to have tools, a new ratchet for Jason. But no, I don't remember seeing any of that. Let's go see it. And I'm pretty sure it's not in that order right there. So let's go put all this up. Jason got his job done. Yeah, let's move this back because we're going to go Jason Reed now. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time for Jason Reed. It's time to vault back to the 1980s. To the 1980s. Yeah, yo, I hadn't ordered, I'm getting harassed by somebody, not really harassed, but I'm getting, fix all the camera positions. I'm getting, people are starting to ask me, I've been out of lubricant for sale for a few days now, and like, there's one person like, when are you gonna get new lubricant in? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, that's boring. Oh, is this mine? Did I get anything good? Well, that's boring. I don't never get nothing in the thing. I may or may not have just stuffed a whole zebra cake in my mouth and ate it right before your very eyes. I know that may emotionally scar you, but you'll be fine. Squirt them all. Squirt them and bag them. Need more keys, though. Normally I keep several. What in the hell? I was doing a call yesterday. Some cylinders are just shittier than others. I'll be sure to get rid of the worst one first. Or use it for like a back door. Yeah, 12 quick set. One of them Worked completely fine in my hand every time I rekeyed it. Smooth key, just gentle. Like even these are, I mean, best chords are always kind of a little more problematic, but gritty. KSP cylinders are the best, but they've gotten pretty expensive too. Nope, other way. Face down so the face of it doesn't get messed up. Ah, face down that way. Packing it for optimal travel. This may ride around with me for X number of years before I use it. But I can't completely seal it up because I do have to cut more keys. So I'm just going to temporarily put these together over by the key cutter. And I also don't necessarily want to waste key blanks on that. Don't want to waste key blanks for something that I may not use for a while. So that's always a factor too. Okay, let me get the comments here. Or let me get things situated for this. But I'm curious as to where... I'll let that do its thing. I'm going to check out on a couple of issues that I see here. And also set up for Jason Reed's. Come on now. Come on, do your thing. Why are you not doing your thing? Let me position. Hold my pants up. Where did you go? Nope, nope, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I thought. 12:10 and it's now 12:25. That's 15 minutes right there. Curious as to who you are. administrative tasks for just a minute, and we'll get started with, what was it? August of 1980, which actually didn't have much as far as going back and forth, but still interesting. A few interesting comments in there nonetheless. What? Hold on. I'm doing a camera scan here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. When people sit in their car for that long, I see a bunch of kids. Where did the kids go? Probably bakery or haircut, hopefully. Right, y'all ready? 1980s, 46 years ago. Oh yeah, I meant to look and see where my crap was. Hold on. That was another administrative task. Hold on, we're gonna get to it. We're coming up on it. We gotta save it for the last, all right? Is it still delayed? On the way, but they done lost another one of my packages. And in my package, I have the terminal pin kit removal tool. I have some new little pliers, and I have a Craftsman Overdrive 1/4-inch ratchet. Overdrive being 162th. Somebody stole my fucking tools. It's running late, and the coffee at the same time. So it was like, if you don't get it by tomorrow, file a claim. If you have not received your package by today, you can come in. It's still showing. Package delayed. Package delayed. Man, somebody better not have stolen my dang 162 ratchet. I'm gonna be pissed. It hadn't changed from yesterday. I don't know if we're getting it or not. But seeing as how it is tools, you know, it's just another Amazon box. How would they know there was tools in there? Because it had a pretty big box. It was like coffee and tools. So mad. I'm gonna be so mad if somebody stole my tools. Alright, I gauge we have about 3 issues worth is what we're going to start with. We're going to try to. I've not really prepared myself for this. If I was a prepared individual, I would have, you know, J-Bot would be helping and all that, but I'm not. We actually still have... S8E lock and key. About 3 o'clock. Yep. Yep. Should be able to. About how long? Okay. We have 15 minutes. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? "15 minutes of Jason Reese." Alrighty. We're going to jump back to 1980. The cover for 1980 was the all-important Locksmith Education. There must be standards, people. There must be standards. Must be. The features for August 1980. Smells like it's 46 years old. I'll cover it with that. Let's fix that real quick. Aside from Locksmith Education, the features in 1980 of August was restricted padlocks, the Locksmith and the Time Lock, simplex keyless auxiliary door locks, otherwise what we know as simplex 1000s, I guess. Paralyzed locksmith ingenuity overcomes handicapped. Handicapped, not handicapped. Hilton Hotel core key system installed by Baltimore Locksmith. Yep. Leg advertisement. Figured with this view you could at least see some of the ads, right? The Parthenon, Puthanoon, and the Toledo. I don't see many Toledos, but I see a lot of Parthenoons. Still working. And the Orbit and the Levant. Look at that AI crap right there. Look at that AI crap right there. Such a shame. I can't believe that they would have resorted to using AI back then. Just sickening. All right. So your professional car openers from HPC. I want you to buy these high quality professional car opening tools. The Slim Jim, and the other Slim Jim, and then the other Slim Jim. All of the Slim Jims. I don't have Slim Jims here. I actually do have stale Slim Jims somewhere around here. The peg leg Jim. I've actually got all these Slim Jims back there. All right, next advertisement. Guard security hardware. Guard locks. I've seen a few of these. Oh yeah, I gotta be more careful with that. This is 46 years old. I mainly see these on iron gates. I don't know if they were marketed towards iron gates or what. So y'all want to do the feel-good story of the paralyzed locksmith? What I caught out of this issue was a lot of snark. We'll go ahead and flip over that because I think this dude's on his way up here to get me to work on a Lockwood. So I actually need to move this over here. So we're just going to flip through here And I may come back to it. I'm going to try to do what I can to get him in and out of here, but I don't know how much time we're going to have. All right, here's a good one for y'all. And nowadays, equally important, because Shaw Walker filing cabinets. This is not any kind of security issue, but so, all right. This kind of information is kind of the stuff that's pretty important to know, actually, nowadays. Because nowadays, we're faced with broken filing cabinets, right? Hey, my handle broke off. Well, back in 1980 of August, it's just Mr. James Dennison of Camden, West Virginia, sent in a Technotip. I said, hey, yo, this trick concerns a Shaw Walker 4-drawer insulated file cabinet. These are still around. I still see these all the time. They're heavy as hell. They're the predecessors to Fire King, basically. This cabinet, hey, old man, had been burglarized, and the handles and the thumb latches were broken off while the drawers were shut and locked. What do you do? What do you do? James is going to tell us. The lock's located on the left top side of the door and mounted to the jamb. It's a Yale lock, and you may either key by code or pick it. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. Each individual door has a separate latch built into it, controlled by a small latch handle near the main opening handle. So it'd be like, click, and you pull the door open. Those latches can and do go bad. Had it happen to me a couple of times. The latch is spring-loaded, and when the handle is broken off, the latch remains at the locked position. At the bottom of each drawer is a threaded rod for holding in the folders. Wait, the latch is spring-loaded, and when the handle is broken off, the latch remains at the locked position. Yeah, correct. And at the bottom of each drawer is a threaded rod for holding the folders. Back then, there was this little threaded rod. You can unscrew it, pull it out, and pull your folders out and rearrange them and shove that back through. Take the rod out, drill a hole to a 1/4 inch, which still lets you reuse it. Don't go any bigger. Don't go bigger. Don't go bigger. 1/4 inch. Don't go bigger. Make a piece of wire that looks like that thing. Like a J shape right there. And then you stick it in the hole and you wiggle the bitch around until you get it to pop open. That's it. And these are the ones where you have to actually drill. You have to have it open, and then you have to drill into the concrete frame to get the lock out. Super pain in the ass to deal with. But in this issue, I was still just kind of flipping through like, not really a whole lot in this. Until we came to the Ask Paul article. Now, Paul is his homeboy. Hey, Paul. I don't know if Paul's still around. It looked like he was, what, in his 30s or 40s right there? I don't know. How old was he here? How old would he be now? 46 years older than that. So if Paul's still around, I loved your snark, man. It was great. It's great. As an example. All right, somebody's like, what about this funky padlock right here? And he's all like, yo, yeah, he can do that. I don't really know anything about it, but blah, blah, blah. Yeah, professional answer to a legitimate question, because we didn't have Reddit back then. Trust me, there were Reddit locksmiths back then, but the Reddit hadn't been invented yet. All right. Marquise R. Biddy. Full name now. Marquise. Mr. Marquise R. Biddy. Shit. Hey.
What are these little bags here you got?
Huh?
What's that?
Go back.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't have to have one of these screws, would you? Goes inside and locks it in place.
What's wrong with this one?
Well, it had two of them. That's the only one in there. It's missing.
You don't.
Oh,
It's got a thumb turn on the inside, right?
uh-huh.
You don't need another.
Okay.
Okay.
It's supposed to be the locker came back in the house when it was built in 48. Took me a while to figure out how to get it out. It unscrews. I've never seen a lock like that. It unscrews.
Yeah, these were common on the front door.
They still make them? 40 years probably.
Or more, yeah.
Are you filming this for YouTube?
Huh?
I said, you filming this for YouTube?
Yeah.
How's business been?
It's good.
Do you unlock cars if you lock the key up in them?
Not really. Not anymore.
I got you. There's newer cars, I can see that could be a pain in the ass.
That they are. keys total are you gonna need?
How much are the keys extra?
This one's 25 to rekey it, and these keys are $3.25 each after 2, so you need more than 2.
One key now.
3 total?
Yeah. Heavy duty you come from Home Depot, you got the rims on them, I like that.
I found they just have them at Home Depot, I guess. That's the first I've seen them.
Let's see if they have any more left.
They were sitting right up front.
We're supposed to put sockets and wrenches and ratchets in. thing getting to be a pain.
You had a jam pin in there.
The guy, the last guy, he came up to the house and put it in there. It took him like 4 hours to get him to take it back apart.
No. That's interesting.
I don't know what he was doing to it.
He probably didn't either.
Watch out for vehicles. Jason, here's your reminder. Watch out for vehicles.
You have to put a new pin in there and take it out. Or... Okay, that's fine. Hey, you don't make these in big keys, do you? No, with square keys. Got 2 yellow tags too.
Okay.
These things are saved me so many times. I wish I could get a phone case in yellow.
Hmm. All right, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
31.59 altogether.
It was like steel wool or something. It looked like a brass.
You're not gonna get it much shinier than that. Oh, you're talking about the plates themselves?
Yeah,
Yeah, brasso, and
Okay.
it's gonna turn right back though.
What if I spray it with some clear?
If you're good at it.
Huh?
If you're good at it. I've never been good at clear coating. But
Using a spray can from Napa, it does real good.
yeah, you're gonna get it. You'll get it looking like the face of the cylinder,
Uh-huh.
like a shinier bronze. But within 2 months, it'll start splotching. It actually can splotch up too. So
I got you. Yeah, I had.
but then you got to do the handle too, right?
Uh-huh.
And the handle's got a bunch of grooves and stuff in it a lot of
It's got
times.
the door knocker too. I took it to work and put it in this machine.
Mhm.
It had plastic media and it rotates. And it made it come out like brand new. And I took it down to the paint booth and got a paint gun and cleared it real good.
Now, if you have that,
And then I baked it in the oven,
yeah,
about 150 degrees for 5 hours. It's gorgeous.
yeah, that'll sizzle as it seals up.
Since I got laid off, I don't have that capability no more.
Yeah,
That door, when I took it off, that guy come paint it. It had about 3/16 of paint in this lead.
yeah,
So,
a lot of that is.
yeah. Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Get the little bag now. I like them.
Those were Lowe's 2-pack, the zip up ones.
AWT one?
Yeah, that's a Lowe's thing, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, took issue made yesterday. They're done on the reverse.
sorry about that.
It's okay. Appreciate it, Jason.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too. That lady has definitely been here longer than 15 minutes. Hey, look. Where was I?
Hey. Copy of the sleeping.
Okay. Just one? Did you want to do a pattern? Or
It's just a blank will be fine. I think. Yeah, let's just do a blank.
Very breath. So All right, I'm back. No, I stopped being busy a minute ago and I forgot I was muted. And now I can't find the magazine that we were just reading. Oh, there it is. Shit, why did I put it underneath there? Okay. Listen. Going back to the snark. Let's finish this off real quick. What time is it? It's already 1 o'clock. Oh, yeah. Ask Paul. Ask Paul what he thinks. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, answering the legitimate questions. And here comes the question. Mr. Marquis sends in a question. I am in need of some... Hold on. Marquis R. Biddy. Marquis R. Biddy is asking this from San Antonio, Texas. Feel like he's probably got a little bit of an accent from Texas. So I'm in need of some lock information on a rustling key and knob lock set. I came across this lock set on the back door to an ice house. You know what an ice house is? A little ice house. And it has a back door with this Corbin rustling key and knob lock set on it. I believe this is a Style Maker number 452 heavy duty classroom lock set on an ice house. A classroom lock set on a license. My problem is that no way was seen to remove either knob. Both sides of the lock are adjustable. Both adjustments were screwed in and out. But nothing except a hole for the spanner wrench was to be found. I need to be able to remove the lock set from the door to make a key for it. Marquis. All right. Ask Paul replies. Just when things were going, what do you think? We may run across Paul in future issues. So Paul needs his own little thing. Paul Seam. He looks like he could be kind of a northern fella. Just when things are going smoothly, wouldn't you know it? Into the shop comes an order to go out and fix the doorknob. This is his reply. Out we go, filled with confidence gained from thorough study of lock retaining theory. Books 1 and 2. Let me reread that. Out we go, filled with confidence gained from thorough study of lock retaining theory. Books 1 and 2. The doorknob looks vaguely like the one on the front door of the Starship Enterprise. These are clever and devious minds at work in these lock factories. Exclamation point. The rustling lock you mentioned is confusing only in that the common poke hole spring retaining system is not used. Instead, the whole knob shank is a groove around the inner diameter, and a spring-loaded retainer rides in this groove even as the knob is rotated. You were almost on top of the situation, Marquis. You were so damn close. So close. When the inside rose was unscrewed. Underneath that rose, just underneath it, the retainer can be pushed back through a slot in the knob flange, and the inner knob and shank separated from the bearing. Remember that the action is to push the retainer outward from the inner knob shank. The lock set can now be unmounted and serviced in the usual manner. Come on, you were so close. You were so close. Is this one of those that does it? Yeah. Each side can be adjusted independently. Get it as loose as you can. Get the inside as loose as you can. Get the outside as loose as you can. You got to do the inside first, though, and then you can do the outside. And then when it's loose, you can move it back and forth. And then if you peek in there, you get your little screwdriver like that, and you just come in, you just push that guy right there. That's what Paul was doing. That's what Paul was doing. Like if Paul could have made videos, that's what he would have done. Just like the Starship Enterprise. And that's not the only snarky response in August of 1980. We're going to wrap it up with one more from Assault. I guess he was having somebody pissed in his Wheaties today. Somebody said, do you know where I can find a key blank? Oh, Bill Von Gotham from Watkinsville, Georgia. Said, do you know where I can find a key blank to fit a Cleveland four-way padlock? The keyway looks like an X and has some kind of wafers in it. Some kind of wafers. There's some kind of wafers up in this padlock. And it looks like an X. What do I do? The padlock manufactured by the Four-Way Lock Company is a early registered and restricted padlock. There are no blanks available to my knowledge. You will have to manufacture your own blank. The locking system does not use wafers, rather levers. Levers! Not wafers, levers! Run longitudinally down the plug, and when leveled by the four bitting surfaces, the plug will turn. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty straightforward answer, right? But the next person, I guess he was just like, Bill, Come on, Bill. Figure it out the fuck yourself. Because Michael Lee Keith, jail administrator of Urbana, Ohio, sent in an Ask Paul question. Said, I'm trying to source for a Stuart Mosler type find a little source for a Stuart Mosler type C blank in order to replace 2 existing keys for our jail facility. Enclosed is a copy of a letter from the Folger Atom Company. Look here, bruh. I don't know who you think you are, Paul, but I'm the jail administrator for Urbana, Ohio. You hear that? I'm the jail administrator. And here's a letter from Folger Atom themselves of Joliet, Illinois. That was back when they used 3 letters for the state apostrophes. Who supplied the originals? We have checked with area locksmiths, and they know of no source for this keybind. I would appreciate any information you can give me in regards to locating a source for this keybind. And don't forget, I'm the jail administrator. And I have a letter from Folger Atom. So Paul was like, listen, the new keys are made by taking an impression of the old key in a bar of soap from the prison shower. Men's or women's, it doesn't make any damn difference. He didn't say damn. Although the women's soap is said to be softer. Anyway, get an old spoon or fork from the kitchen and make it look like the impression in the soap. It helps when you're making the new key if an old cell without a window is used, since this will help you with your concentration. If a new key is not thick enough, use 2 forks or a spoon and a fork. Seriously, do you effing readers, again, he didn't say effing, but I'm sure he's thinking that. Seriously, do you effing readers have experience with the lock in question? Alternatively, the entire key will have to be fabricated, and possibly, seeing the key, some guidance in the direction could be given. Wait, he's not done. Yeah, that was it. The rest of it was just okay. So I guess after he wrote that out, he went and had himself a cup of coffee. Because all the other responses in here are pretty just normal. I don't know why he veered off into left lane there. Like, did he just get done watching an episode of Starship Enterprise? It wasn't even an episode back then. That was the movie. When did Star Trek come out? Obviously, and sometime in 1980 or 1979. I did find this interesting. Here's my question. Taryn A. Leonard. Taryn with 2 R's. Taryn A. Leonard from Concord, California. He said, here is my first question for Ask Paul. I have designed and built a special pair of pliers for removing pin caps on cylinder locks. Where can I write to a company that might be interested in purchasing my idea for production? So, and Paul was like, manufacturers are very careful to create items they can only sell. Marketability is the main criterion. It's got basically a lot of people have to be interested in the idea for them to consider putting it into production. So good luck. And apparently he didn't have luck. Do y'all know of a pair of pliers for removing pen caps? We fell for a lot of tools back then. I don't remember that one. So anyway, that's it. Oh, y'all want a joke? Y'all want a joke? Ha 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 ha! That's so hilarious! It's so hilarious that you would put a locksmith with a prison thing. That's so fucking funny. Fucking idiots at National Locksmith.
Anyway. I hope we've had fun today, y'all. It's time for me to go. Time for y'all to go. Time for everybody to go. End of the day. We're done with this nonsense. Jason has to get out of here early because Jason's on dog duty today. And so, yeah, I'm going to be wrapping it up and cutting out of here pretty quick. Next week, we're going to go to... I'm building up to 1 year that I have a bunch of copies. So next week, or the week after that, but probably next week, we're going to get a few of them in here, right, to officially make it a season. October 1980 is going to be next week's issue. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a padlock. Okay, I see it now. I didn't see it. If you look real close, like, wait, what is that? And then you like zoom out, and you're like, oh, it's an old padlock. Book reviews. Corbin bronze padlock, lever actuated padlock. Pickmaster's fanciful fact. Meet your wholesaler, Bud Ulrich of Bud's Key Supply. And a lock with a K, just a K, safe window. Yeah, see, lock and key. Probably, I don't know how much the cables cost, but probably would be either cost prohibitive to get it, but you could contact them. I doubt they're going to be able to supply a key for it if they sell millions of them. Yeah. If it's... Right. Yeah. No. Most likely not. That would be a kind of just cut it off and replace it type thing. Oh, but you can check with them Monday. Okay, thanks. I missed a whole lot of comments, so I'm going to have to go back. Thanks for joining in, everybody, today. Sorry we kind of had a little interruption to our Jason. Oh, I got a green light on my emotional support flipper. I don't know how to use this. Ah, Mr. Little Dolphin. And it's funny, he's always so chill, and I never use him. I thought they got angry. I've never really seen him angry. Oh yeah, disassemble. Thank you for the heads up to that. Once again, I appreciate everybody for being here today. And stay tuned next week for Jason Reese 2. I'm working on a vacant. No, it wasn't a vacant. I'm working on one where there's a lot of blur involved, but the lady was kind of funny. So we'll see. I'll have that video out tonight or shortly. I gotta try and it's almost complete. Now just gotta go back over it, make sure everything was blurred. Lock force disassemble. Bring this over here to charge it. Thanks again for staying for, oh shit, we're 30 minutes late. I was supposed to leave early today too. So I was going to cut off this early. But it wasn't our fault, right? That was somebody else's. It was completely not our fault. Thanks for staying late, y'all. Catch you next week.